Hello, and welcome to Get In We're Going Healing, a place where we talk about mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being to help you learn to let go of the things that are holding you back from being your best, your greatest, your most authentic you. Today, what we're going to do is a channeled reading. Now, this is a little different than what I normally do. Often I do pick a cards, but today we're going to do a channeled reading for whoever's tuning in and might need to hear this message, okay? So we're going to begin by calling the guides and ancestors, and then we'll see which decks we need to take our information from. Angels, guides, ancestors, spirits of Most High, higher self of all those who are tuning in, please help us get clear guided messages to help those who are tuning in know what direction they need to take. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so source, where are we getting the messages? All right, the first deck we're working with is the Modern Witches Tarot. All right, I'm going to give one more shuffle and see what information comes out. All right, what do we need to hear? Okay, so for somebody tuning in, we've got the first card is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is all about being excited to move in new directions, excited for the new adventure, young, impetuous, ready to go with new adventure. It's a good start. What else do we need to hear? Hanged One, changing the perspective on how you see things. So for someone who's tuning in, you are about ready to start on a new journey after you've taken time to contemplate where you were and where you would like to be and finding a way to work through that. What else do we need to hear? Temperance, finding balance. So for somebody, you have been reevaluating things and it's been helping you find more balance between your emotions and the physical world. You can see with Temperance, she's got one foot on the ground, which is the connection to the physical earth, and one foot in the water. And we see there are sunflowers, and she's pouring from one cup to another cup, and then there's sunshine behind her, right? So this talks about being in balance, the water being emotions, because water is generally seen as emotions. So the balance between the physical world, the 3D world, the logical world, and the emotional world. Okay, what else do you need to hear? Okay. Putting down your walls, Nine of Wands in reverse. Letting down your walls, letting down your defenses, realizing that the fight is over. Okay, we see this person here. This is the Wounded Warrior. Okay, so this person has been fighting a battle. They've got their battle scars. They've got their bandages. They've been in a war. Okay, and usually the Nine of Wands talks about the warrior isn't aware that the war is over. This is the warrior who's been fighting, who's been off the battlefield for a little while, mending their wounds, but isn't quite aware that the fight is over. The battle is over. Okay. Nine of Wands in reverse is talking about realizing the battle is over and putting down your walls. Okay. What else do we need to hear? Okay. Strength in reverse. Okay. So Strength in reverse talks about feeling weakened. Okay, feeling weakened about what? Clarify. Okay. Ace of Swords, clarity, mental clarity. Five of Wands, putting down the fight, less defensive. Five of Wands in reverse. So putting down the wand, putting down your staff, stopping the fighting, stopping the defensiveness. Three of Swords in reverse, releasing heartbreak. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, because the heartbreak wasn't getting you what you wanted. Seven of Pentacles upright. But you're planting new seeds to create the thing that you want, to create the life that you want. Pentacles are always about the things in the physical world, the things that you can touch, the 3D manifestations of things. So the Three of Swords in reverse, you're letting go of heartbreak wherever you've had something broke your heart. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, because focusing on the heartbreak wasn't getting you what made you happy. 7 of Pentacles upright on the heels of that, realizing that there's something else that you want and beginning to plant the seeds for that sort of existence. Okay, what else do we need to hear? Okay, we have the Death card with transformation, and we have the Empress in reverse. So transforming with 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So transforming a connection with creativity. The Empress is about birthing things into creation, making things happen. So there was a time period for whoever this message is for where you weren't able to get the things that you wanted because you weren't creating it. You weren't doing the work to create it. But that is in transformation with the Death card. Death is the ending of one thing before something else can begin. With the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, letting go of mental baggage that is not yours. Walking away from the mental prison that you kept yourself in that wasn't yours to begin with. What else do we need to hear? 2 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like the mental baggage that wasn't yours to begin with had to do with unequal love. 2 of Cups is about pouring into someone else's cup as well as having your cup filled. This can be when, often when either you're overgiving or you're overtaking, where you're not giving enough and you're expecting the other person to give without giving any on your part. That would be the 2 of Cups in reverse. The bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, which says this is a lesson that you've been learning. The Hierophant is all about learning lessons. Okay, what else do we need to hear? Okay, the Magician. Yeah. You are the one who is capable of getting yourself out of this, with 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it being a burden. Okay, the energy of something being a burden. With the Magician, it talks about you are the one who's capable of getting yourself out. You have every tool at your disposal to get yourself out of this situation, and you are the one who can do it. Nobody else can do it for you. You are the Magician. You are the one who's capable of doing this. Okay, we're going to switch over to the Tarot of the Macabre and see what other messages come through. We're going to leave these on the board and keep working through them. Okay. What else does the collective need to hear today? Okay, the Guide. So there's the Hierophant again. So again, this is reiterating, this is a lesson. This is a lesson that you are working through. This is a lesson that you needed to learn. This is a larger grand scheme. What we see with the Guide, right? We see this book here, and it's like an instruction manual. Okay, that's in this deck. The Hierophant is called the Guide. And it's all about, there's a 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So again, we've the ending of a cycle. Okay, did we see 10 of Swords already? No, we saw the 10 of Wands. But the 10 of Wands is the ending of a burden. The 10 of Swords is the ending of a mental burden that you've been carrying. Feelings of being betrayed, feelings of not having your needs met, but because they're swords, they're thoughts. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're actual things. It is that they are thoughts. So this has been a lesson for you, whoever is tuning into this, okay? What else do you need to hear? Okay. Haunting of Cups. So the Haunting of Cups is the Queen of Cups. That would be connection to your emotions. So the thing that you have been avoiding is connecting to your feelings. The Queen of Cups is, she's confident in her feelings. So when we're looking at the page is new to feelings. The Knight is connecting with feelings and willing to offer feelings. The Queen is solid in feelings, and the King is the master of their feelings. With the Haunting of Cups is the Queen of Cups. This has been a lesson to become more comfortable with your feelings, when to apply them, when not to, when to use them, when not to, when to indulge in them, when not to. Okay, so this has been the lesson that you've been going through right now. What else do we need to hear? Okay, 6 of Bones, which is the 6 of Wands in the reverse position. So not being able to connect with your emotions has been left you feeling defeated. Not being able to see the full scope of your emotions and delve into them and see the depth of them has been what's led to your defeat. What else do we need to hear? Okay. Ace of Crystals and the Tower. Yeah. So in order for with the Fool on the bottom of the deck, which is not unexpected. We've already seen the Death card. We've already seen the ending of something and the beginning of something. There's the Fool as the beginning of something. Okay. So Ace of Crystals is the Ace of Pentacles, something new beginning in the physical, tangible world that had to come through the Tower. The Tower is all about what is built on a bad foundation needed to be shaken down. It needed to be broken. Because if it's built on a bad foundation, no matter how beautiful that tower is, if the foundation is cracked and crumbling, that tower will fall down. The only choice you have when the tower falls down is, do you fall with it, or do you make the leap and jump? Do you make the change, or do you fall under the weight of the stones as they fall on top of you? Either way, a lesson will be learned. And the tower is all about destined. There's nothing you can do that can make it stop. It's going to happen. It is meant to happen, because in order for the new rebuild to happen, something has to change. And if you ignore the fact that it's built on a bad foundation and just keep working off of it, you're going to find that there's nothing you can do. It's going to come tumbling down. So this is a destined thing. This was necessary. And when it comes with the Tower and then it comes with the Fool, this was necessary for the new beginning to happen. Okay? And that's what's going to start something new happening in your 3D world. What else do we need to hear? What else do we... Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay. Massacre of Daggers, which is the King of Swords, being mentally in control, but this is in reverse. That makes sense with the 10 of Daggers. So having to let go, and with the 3 of Daggers on the bottom of the deck, there's the heartbreak again, releasing heartbreak. There's a repeat from the previous pile. Okay. So the Massacre of Daggers is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is normally, and this is in reverse, the King of Swords normally is the master of his logical thinking, right? Swords are our thinking. So the King of Swords is usually in control. With this in the reverse position, this is saying your thoughts were out of control, and that's what led to your feelings of betrayal, and that's what led to your focus on heartbreak. Okay, these are all swords. They're all thinking, right? They're all mindsets. They're thought patterns. So because your thoughts were out of control, because you didn't have control of your mental faculties, you were caught up in stuff. You were caught up in the betrayals, the thoughts of betrayal about heartbreak. Okay, we've got these 3 came flying out. 7 of Daggers in reverse, seeing the truth of the lies that you were telling yourself. 5 of Crystals is 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the dark, being abandoned, and 9 of Bones. So yeah, these 3 cards together, this is talking about beginning to see the truth about how you were keeping yourself in lack because you had your walls up. 9 of Bones is the 9 of Wands. We already saw this here, right? There's that repeat again. 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands, okay? Putting down your walls. The walls are what's keeping you stuck in a space of lack. 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling that you don't have the things that you need. But when we've got these 3 cards come out together, 7 of Swords in reverse, seeing the truth of the lies that you were telling yourself, seeing the truth of the lies that you told yourself you were being betrayed. You told yourself you were out in the cold, and that's what caused you to put your walls up. But again, we saw underneath that the King of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so this is what we're talking about, is for whoever this message is for. Okay, your thoughts were out of control, which caused you to focus on the heartbreak and the betrayal. And because you were focused on that, you were focused on where you weren't getting your needs met, and that made you put up walls. Okay, but what do we know about walls? What do we know about emotional walls? Emotional walls keep everything out. Everything. We put them up because we want to protect ourselves from the pain, but we also block out the good stuff too. If the walls are up, there's no way for even the good things to get through. The love, the connection, all the good feelings. We're putting up the walls to stop the bad feelings, but we also stop the good feelings. We can't get the good feelings if there's nothing but walls. 10 of Wands, right? Burdens. Because the 9 of Wands comes before the 10 of Wands, right? If we have the walls up, if we've got the walls up where nothing can get through it, we've got our boundaries up so high, that's what makes it feel like it's a burden with the 10. To get past the 10, we need to move into the page. And the page begins with the energy of wanting to start over, wanting to see where things can go. Okay, let's switch the decks. Let's switch it over to the Energy Oracle. Okay, we're going to leave these on the board and we're going to switch over to the Energy Oracle. Okay. What else does the collective need to hear today? Okay, we've got the Thinking Woman upright and we've got the second chakra in reverse. Okay, so there's a feminine energy who is putting a lot of thought into things, focusing on a lot of thought and denying feelings with the second chakra in reverse, because the second chakra is I feel, right? When we're understanding the chakras, the second chakra is the solar plexus, or is the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is where we focus on our feelings, our emotions, right? Our connection to our emotional state. So for this feminine energy, the thinking woman, she's focused on where she has not been feeling. Okay. What else do we need to hear? Thank you. Yeah. Focus on this lack of caring connection. Caring connections in reverse. So what is the advice for the thinking woman? Okay. Is the Angel of Love. That is the card for unconditional love. So where this thinking woman is focused on where she hasn't been feeling these caring connections, the solution to that is unconditional love, with the door to value on the bottom of the deck in the reverse position, knowing what her value is, seeing what she contributes to the situation, okay? Knowing where her own value and her own worth, rather than putting that into the hands of someone else. What else do we need to hear? Okay, yin yang, yeah, being in balance. Okay, being in balance in the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Remembering that the divine feminine has aspects of the divine masculine, that's the yin, and the divine masculine has elements of the divine feminine, that's the yang. The yin is the receiver energy, the yang is the doer energy, right? That is the balance in the yin yang. So in order for there to be balance in this connection, there needs to be an understanding of where one energy needs to be in the giver, one energy needs to be in the receiver, but balanced in both of giving and receiving. What else do we need to hear? Okay, door to personal healing and happiness in the upright position. So by creating balance in the relationship by offering unconditional love. Now remember, unconditional love doesn't mean you allow disrespect, because that is not unconditional love for self, right? When we allow ourselves to be betrayed, when we allow other people to treat us poorly, to treat us like we have no value, then we are betraying ourselves. We are letting it stand that the other person takes away our value, right? So when we love ourselves unconditionally, we do what we need to do to protect ourselves, to show ourselves that we love ourselves. And how do we do that? Think about how you would show someone that you love them, someone that you love. Would you allow someone to speak to them poorly? Would you allow someone to hurt them? Or would you stand up for them? Now, are you doing that for yourself? Are you allowing someone else to treat you poorly, or are you standing up for yourself? That is part of unconditional love for self. So it's not just giving to someone else, because that's unbalanced. It's giving to self as well as giving to someone else. So in order to create balance in this relationship, harmony in this relationship, you need to open the door to your own personal healing and happiness. You need to look at what would make you happy and what would help you to heal. Okay, what else do we need to hear? Okay, door to romance in the closed position. So it might be right now that you are closed off to romance. And that is what is necessary for you to heal. That you need to focus on your own healing and less of what would be about romance. Okay, what else do we need to hear? Okay, we've got the sun upright. and the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, the communication. So what would bring you happiness is open communication. Communication, and I don't just mean just communication to be the sake of communication. This is open communication. This is purposeful communication. This is honesty and truth. Okay? So what would make you happy is open, honest communication. What else do we need here? Okay, yeah, this is part of your journey. We saw the Hierophant already about there being lessons. This is part of your journey. This is your journey to abundance with the cornucopia on the bottom of the deck. This is your journey to abundance. Okay, so this is part of the journey for this feminine energy. Okay, so to reiterate, the thinking woman who's been thinking about how her feelings have not been honored in these caring connections, and she hasn't been getting care in her connections. Her solution is to love unconditionally to create balance in this relationship where the door to romance has been closed. Happiness will come as she's able to open the door to her own personal healing and happiness, because this is part of her journey, and that's part of connecting with open and honest communication. Okay. Any final messages for our collective? Okay. Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, what else does the collective need to hear today? Okay, that's quite a bit. All right, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not allowing something to grow because there's something, 9 of Cups in the upright, because there's something you're waiting for that will bring your heart's desire. Ace of Pentacles in reverse position again. Okay, so again, not letting something grow. Something hasn't been started. Devil in reverse because there is addictions that need to be released. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, things that were not allowing you to have your needs met. Hanged One again in the upright position. A perspective needs to be changed, and a judgment needs to be released with Judgment in the reverse position. Okay, so again, to reiterate, Page of Pentacles in reverse, which I think we already saw. So that's coming up again. Page of Pentacles in reverse, not being excited about what can happen in the physical world, because what you want is to have what makes your heart sing, but you're not seeing that actually develop in the physical world yet. In order for it to develop, you have to let go of the patterns of behavior that you have been addicted to. Okay, this might be substances. It could just be karmic patterns of behavior where you were feeling like you didn't have your needs met in the physical world. Okay, you need to change your perspective in order to release your judgment. Okay, anything else? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse, feeling like there's nothing to celebrate within this partnership. 4 of Pentacles, needing to make a decision. Okay, 2 of Swords in reverse position. King of Cups, needing to connect with your emotions, where you needed to make a decision where you weren't connecting to your emotional state. Knight of Cups are offering the love that you want towards this, again, 9 of Pentacles in reverse position. Okay, not having the things that you want, but you need to be hopeful for it. And believe that love can be possible, because right now you're not believing in it. You have to let go of, there's the heartbreak again, 3 of Swords in reverse. Again, releasing the heartbreak and being like not being so cautious about where you put your time and energy. Magician in reverse position and 4 of Pentacles in the upright position. So not making the decision to make the choices that you need to make because you're so focused on keeping things to yourself. Okay. Page of Wands again, this time in the reverse position. Okay. So not being excited about moving forward with something. Okay. Last messages. We're going to take them from the Osho Zen deck. Okay. Last messages. Okay. Last piece of advice for our collective today. What do they need to hear? Okay. Yeah. You're not being courageous. You're being a coward. I don't mean that to be insulting, but when the courage card is in reverse position, that's the strength card. Okay. This is running away. This is running away. Okay. This card shows this seed, this flower growing in the most unlikely of places, right? This flower has no business blooming in the cracks of the pavement, but does anyway, finds a way to grow even when things are hard. This in a reverse position says you're not growing. Things are hard and you're letting yourself succumb to things that are hard instead of moving forward and growing despite the adversity. Okay, what else do we need to hear? Yeah, you're still stuck in illusions for whoever this is. Beyond illusions in the reverse position, you're still stuck in illusions because you're still focused on projections. Okay, 7 of Cups in the upright position, projections. What else do we need to hear? Okay, 8 of Wands, traveling. Okay, there's new energy that's coming in that's going to take you in a new direction. What else? Okay. You're focused on stress. Okay. The stress that I think the new direction is going to take you is being aware of your stress. We've still got the projections on the bottom of the deck. Being aware of your stress. You need to be able to, in order to get your 10 of Cups, your harmony, your balance, you need to see where you're carrying your stresses and where you're projecting what's happening on your own emotional state onto others. Okay, where you are focused on what is happening within your own emotions and you are putting that onto someone else, even though that's not their emotions. Anything else? Yeah, the nothingness. Okay, again, that's the Hierophant. Again, this is lessons. Okay, in this, it's the nothingness. You're coming out of the nothingness. You're coming out of the void. You were in the void. You were in the space where there were lessons needed to be learned. And you are coming out of that, hopefully because you're learning your lessons. Okay. Actually, looks like it's not. There's Temperance in reverse again. In this card, it's integration. So you're supposed to be learning lessons and you're not learning the lessons on how to integrate. Okay. Yeah, this is for the Emperor, the rebel. This is for the Emperor. This is whoever is embodying the Emperor's energy. You're still not learning the lessons. You're still not integrating the parts of yourself that need to be created in balance. You're still out of balance because you're not working on the lessons that you need. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, remembering that you are the one who creates your destiny. You are the one who manipulates your energy. Okay. The creator, particularly the wands, that's energy. And where you put your energy is where it's going to flourish. It's what's going to be affected. So where are you putting your energy? Are you putting your energy onto projections? Are you putting your energy onto misery? Are you putting your energy onto heartbreak? Or are you putting your energy into working through for a solution? Okay, last card. Yeah. Ace of Cups. Go with the flow. So you're being asked to trust where source is sending you. Okay. Trust where your emotions are leading you. Cups are your emotions. This is the Ace of Cups. Okay. This is new love. This is trusting. When it's go with the flow, it's trusting where the universe is taking you. It's trusting where your emotions are leading you. Where do you want to go? Are you fighting against your emotions and trying to fight the current to get what you think you want, to meet your ego needs? Or are you letting your heart lead? Because you're being asked to let your heart lead. Lead from a space of love. That's the Ace of Cups. Lead from a space of love. Fill your cup to the point that there's so much in it that there's overflow and you can easily give your love to someone else. But particularly when it's go with the flow, allow your emotions to lead you in the direction that you need to go. You are the creator of your existence. You are the one who can decide where your energy goes. Follow your heart. Okay? So I hope this gave some guidance to whoever needed to hear it. If you're looking for a personal reading, send me a message. You can reach me at my email address, which is in the description box. And hopefully, if you're interested in getting more about your individual situation, send me a message and I can do a reading for you. And we'll delve a little bit deeper into what you need for your own emotional state. Okay? So until next time, keep letting go of the things that are holding you back from being your best, your greatest, your most authentic you. Love and light. Bye.